Good afternoon, everyone. I was gonna say morning, but it's afternoon. I started very late today. Got this less than a mile for $7.50. Pretty solid order. Only thing I don't like is the restaurant because they're pretty slow, and this time was not an exception. I only had to wait I'd say 10, not 10 minutes. I'd say 5 minutes at most, but yeah, got the order and went to drop that off. It was literally right around the corner. I probably could have walked it, but she ended up tipping $4, which was, pretty good for the distance. My next order up was this 3 for $7 Chipotle order, and I got that picked up. She said that apparently somebody's delivered to her before, and they dropped it off to a different building that she's not in. But I got this side of shredded cheese that she wanted as well, so, we get the sides, and while I was there, I also got this add-on from Pot on Fire, $5 for an additional mile, but it is going to the same apartment complex, so that works out really well. It's 3 buildings down from the initial drop-off, but I got that Chipotle dropped off. That one had a $2 tip on it, and I went a couple buildings down, dropped off the Pot on Fire, and that had a $1.50 tip on it. Not a horrible stack, if I do say so myself. Next order up was this Divine Mediterranean. It was 4.5 miles for $10.75. So I got that picked up. I only had to wait 2 minutes, which was really nice. And I headed to the drop off, got that order dropped off, and it ended up having a $5 tip on it. Not bad at all. Next order up was this 4.2 for $11 Chick-fil-A. And let me tell you, the dude working at Chick-fil-A got so damn close to my face. I walked in, and he got he was trying to look over my phone because I was still kind of recording the end of that, and he got so close to my face that I was about to say something because it was mildly uncomfortable, but I dropped that order off, and that had a $5 tip on it, so not a bad order at all. My next order up was this Big Lots one. It was $10 for 3.2 miles, one item. I thought it would be pretty easy, but I was kind of worried because I'd never shopped here before. She wanted this headband, and I had to replace it with another one. So I got that shop for. That place is a mess, honestly, so I'm kind of not surprised that I didn't want to accept that. But nonetheless, I got that dropped off, and I got a $4 tip on that, so not bad. My next order up was a 6 for $20 double order. Now, this order is kind of a mess. So I have $3 peak pay right now, and I haven't gotten nothing. I had the app on forever. So I took this GrubHub, and I had to sit here for 15, I think close to 20 minutes actually. This order took forever. These are the slowest sandwich makers in the world. Mind you, the Pizzita Circle order, which is the second one, I saw that bundled with another order before I even got this one. So I finally got these sandwiches, 15 minutes after I show up to the restaurant. I go to the second pickup. Obviously that's ready, because he placed his order almost an hour ago at this point. I think 45 minutes ago. So I finally get his order picked up, and I drop it off. Look at the delivery time compared to I dropped it off at that time right there at the very top left. That was his original time, so that's pretty bad. He tipped $4. The second order, they also tipped $4. They're the ones that lived way far out. He only lived a mile from the place too, so I did feel really bad because the app just completely screwed him, bundling him with this order from this crappy restaurant. But yeah. Following that one, I got this Albertsons order, 4 miles for $14. Finally got used to the $3 peak pay, of course, on a shopping order where I can't get something stacked with it. But nonetheless, I took it because it's still a great order. Only 4 items, very quick to shop for. So I thought they were out of every single thing she wanted. I had to replace all the items. But luckily, she made it easy on me. She's an MVP customer, preloading substitutions. If y'all ordering groceries, please preload your substitutions. Just do it. It makes my life easier. Nonetheless, here's where she doesn't become an MVP customer. I dropped that order off, and she only tipped $2. Only a $2 tip. It's okay, though. And just like that, I'm right back at Albertsons. I'm like the king of Albertsons. Anyways, I'm back with this order. $32 for 15 miles. They had just one of these 2 Arnold Palmers. And of course, just like the last one, they had to order the light Arnold Palmers, and all they have is diet. It's the same exact thing. So I had to replace that. Went to Chop Shop, and I got that to order. That was also the same customer's order. It's for the same person. So this was a second order. So I had to drive 4 to 6 miles south for that. And then it was coming back up north. But while I was there, I got this add-on from Archibald to go on 5 miles for $8 on GrubHub. So that was pretty nice. That was making this this whole order close to $40. And I got the Archibald's dropped off. That ended up having a $2 tip on it. And then after that, I dropped off the Albertsons and Chop Shop bundle. And that ended up having $9.50 in tips on it, which is very nice. Following that, if you guessed we're back at Albertsons, you would indeed be correct. I don't have a screenshot of this one up front, but it was $10 for like a mile and a half, 1.5 to 1.9 miles. It said 1 mile on the thing. They had everything except for one of the sodas he wanted. So he ordered like 4 sodas, fruit, and all that different stuff there. Got that shopped for, and I headed to the drop-off. That order had a $4 and some change tip on it. So not a bad order at all. After that, I got this 4 for $11. It was only like a mile drive from the restaurant. Lobby was closed though, which isn't really normal from there. But that order ended up having a $3 tip on it. Not much to really say. It was just a quick, easy order. So this next order is awesome. It's a 3 for $6.25 Wendy's. That's not really great, but what's great is shortly after showing up, like as I was recording this, walking up to the lobby that was closed, I got this order on GrubHub from Wendy's for $9.27, and it's literally going across the street from that first drop-off, so it worked out so well. So after waiting in the drive-thru, I went to the first drop-off. I went to the GrubHub one just because, I assumed he tipped higher based upon the upfront amount, but they actually ended up both tipping $2. He tipped $2 and then dropped off the DoorDash one, which is literally across the street. That one was also $2 tip. My next order up was this Jack in the Crack, 2.7 miles for $7.25. Usually there's not a line here. Usually they have the lobby open, but there was 2 cars ahead of me, so it's whatever. Got that order, and I also got this poopy add-on, $4.25 for 2 miles, but it's nighttime, it's quick, so I figured I might as well just take it and not lower my acceptance rate any further than it needs to go. But I got that picked up, and I'm kind of glad that this raw sushi customer, they had to sit and I got that while I was in Jack in the Box drive-thru, so they got to sit there and watch me in the Jack in the Box drive-thru while their food got old. Anyways, I thought that was kind of funny. Dropped off the Jack in the Box, and that one ended up having a $3 tip on it. And as obvious with the initial payout on the raw sushi, that had a $0 tip on it. Now this last order to end off the night was absolutely phenomenal. It was 6 pizzas, 3 miles for $22.67. And I got those 4 pizzas picked up. It was 2 different orders. 4 of them was going to one house and the 2 were going to the other. So I dropped both of those off, and the total was actually higher, $23.58. And that phenomenal order ended off my day. I made a total of $198.20 today. Worked a total of 6 hours combined and drove 92 miles. That averages out to $32.03 an hour and $2.15 a mile, so not a bad day at all for not working very long. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below how y'all did today, and I will see y'all in the next video.